they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus 30,000 years ago. We always have had bullets, hit them again. Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico! Fuck these colonists! Don't let these people take your land! Listen, how then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? America existed before Columbus 30,000 years ago. We were here in Mexico. Where's Obama? Shoot the act, cock your rifle, let it blow. Blow, 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 blow. All invaders gotta go. This was for my people, Mexican people. The whole earth is yours. The human is illegal. Come across the border, every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land. Can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then did they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Get the colonists off your mind. Get the imperialists off your mind. You see Mexico, then look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico if there is a Mexico? All of America, we used to call them Mexum. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the Olmec, Toltec, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosophers and healers. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land. How then can they talk about some border when they are the invaders? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Yes! Let that bass hit them! Let it hit them! How then can they talk about some... Raising up the ancestors on this one. Raising up the ancestors. Whoa! Pull out! And stay in this mode right here. Watch it! Watch it! So how long can we steal our culture? And we sit back and say, go ahead and steal our culture. All we want to do is get paid. We bring the death to the colonists. Yo, you, if you're with me, you must follow this. I'm freestyle on the mic right now. So the spirit's gonna show me like the lion owl. I'm rhyming right now with the trees. These are my other MCs. You better recognize nature. The air in life is what they gave you. So now, how long will they must steal our culture? And we sit back and say, go ahead and steal our culture. All we want to do is get paid. Well, if this is your culture, that shit stops to pay. This is the hip-hop culture. We going all the way. Feel the roots and the culture. Feel the vibe, feel the roots and... Feel it! Okay. What-da-da-ding, what-da-da-da-ding. Listen to my 9mm go. What-da-da-ding, what-da-da-da-ding. This is KRS-ONE. Da-da-da-ding, da-da-da-da-ding, hey! Da-da-da-ding, da-da-da-da-ding, hey! Da-da-da-ding, da-da-da-da-ding, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-ding. I don't hear you! Da-da-da-ding. have to go out with a bang. I need to start with the original James Brown. And I want to take these people back. Even though this is the end, we're going to take you to the beginning. This is the vibe, y'all. 1973. We're in a little room. Not even, I can't even, this is like, this is the size of the stage. We're in a room about the size of this stage. And it wasn't a lot of people, but it was a lot of courage, a lot of faith, a lot of belief in yourself. If you don't get one thing out of this concert tonight, get a belief in yourself. Don't take yourself for granted. You are a divine being. You better recognize. Don't let these people who don't have God tell you you ain't. That's like somebody, because they can't build a house and you an architect. They can't build a house and they tell you houses can't get built. And then you sit there and believe them, but you the architect. You see, your character defines whether you divine or not. Fuck a skin color, a race, an ethnicity, a language, or this, a politics, and all that shit. Fuck all that. What is your character? This will determine right away who's down and who's not. Got no love in your heart, you ain't divine. You walking around hating, you ain't divine. Everybody want to say they got a soul. No, you don't. Hate is not in the soul. The soul is from God. The soul is from that star right there. This is where the soul comes from. Your soul is not in you. You are in the soul. Your soul is bigger than you. You better start communicating with it. You better start talking to it. You better start realizing, and look at the word realize. Everybody say, oh, I realize, and they keep it all in their mind. You know when you look that word up, realize, it means to make real. It doesn't mean I understand. It means to make real. So when you realize something, it means your thoughts have become real. And what makes thought real? You gotta hit the five senses. And smell, touch, taste, that. The minute your thoughts become hitting one of these five senses, they're real. So you need to make the inner you the outer you. Stop making the outer you the inner you. That shit is garbage. You're taking all this bullshit and putting it inside. Take the inner you, which is always divine. It don't matter what's going on out here. The inner you that keeps you going, that vital energy, that shit right there is immortal. Immortal. Live there. Those preaching sickness, hatred, ignorance, poverty, they don't come back. That's what God says. Fuck them. You don't understand how cruel nature could be. Nature is only trying to perfect itself. If you not rolling with nature, you don't come back. All these motherfuckers talking about everybody got a soul. We gonna see. We gonna see. Because when I leave this place, I'm going to the right hand of God Almighty. That's where I'm going. And I will see who was real and who wasn't. And so will you. So will you. Because you are a divine light in your world. At your job, in your family, amongst your friends, in your neighborhood, you are the light of your world. If you don't shine your light, well, the fucking world stays stupid like it is. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Divine people are not being divine. We know politics is fucked up, but all the smart people don't want to be politicians. So that? I saw it at the corner of my eye. Wow. Wow. You see, I guess they're responding. Guess they're responding. Well, be divine. Take this moment and say, this is going to be the beginning of my divinity right here. This is going to be it, right? From this day forward, I'm going to walk in divinity right now. Because catch it, you might be the only Jesus somebody sees. You know the saying, you might be the only Buddha in your environment. You may be the only Krishna walking around.
And that's okay.
You may be, and it is, and you are, say it again.
It's okay.
It is. It is, if you're the only one, but that's the problem with divine people. We the only ones. So then we say, nobody fucking with us. And we hide our light. And we hide our light. Last point on this. Don't take yourself for granted, please. Don't take yourself for granted. Please, please. Don't take yourself for granted. I mean, look at this. Just thought of this. We're all standing here right now. Do you realize that we are all survivors?
Yes.
Every one of us, all of us here survived. We just had a global pandemic. How you standing here? I mean, think about it. Don't take yourself for granted. Dudes left the earth on that shit.
That's true.
Okay, there was a global pandemic, and some of you got it, survived. Some of you didn't get it, so whatever it is, you standing here right now. If you able to stand here right now, not only does it mean you are a survivor, it also means that you're wise. Because to be here right now, you had to make all the right decisions. Think about that. If you made one mistake, you wouldn't be able to be here. Think about that. You would not be able to, get it, some people made, some people bought tickets and then made errors. They couldn't make it. This is horrible. But here's the point. You made it. You made it. You had to make all the right decisions. Sometimes you take it for granted. You'll be doing 100 things at once perfect. Perfectly. 100 things got to go down perfectly for you to be right here. So don't take yourself for granted. You are a divine being. Raise up and rise into your divinity. Music.